good. All right. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kai, and I'm back with another video. In this video right here, I'm giving y'all all the tips and tricks on how to become an elite defender. Hold on, let's fix my mask a little bit. But how to become an elite defender at NBA 2K22. Now, the website I'm on, this is the NBA 2K League website. The NBA 2K League is basically where all the professional players play. Yeah, so we got all the stats from everything, and I'm on the steals. I'm on the steals list right now. Y'all see who lead the league? Shiftykaii. Look at this. Hold on, I gotta get my mouse. 2.3. I'm a shooting guard. I don't even play lockdown. The rest of these people right here, look, lockdown. Oh no, my fault. Lockdown. These centers and lockdowns. The next guard is like number 15 right here, tied with a center, 1.5. So I'm out here leading the league in steals on my shooting guard. That's why I got the mask on. I'm showing you how to literally rob a nigga. So first off, I only got the mask on. It's cold in Minnesota. Low-key, it's cold in my house. That's why I got the mask. So if you look on the bottom right, look at this. -8 degrees. I had to move closer. I couldn't see. But -8 degrees. Caught it. -8 degrees. Literally freezing. When I say freezing, it's freezing. It's cold. It's literally so cold it hurt. I went to let me open on my phone. Went to my facility today. Look at this. It feels like it's -24. I don't know if you can see it. Might be a little blurry, but feel like it's -24. Went to my facility. My facility is like an 8-9 minute walk. I stayed, downtown Minneapolis. Walked to my facility. Wearing, hoodie, little jacket, hoodie. Got my pants on. Got my Eazy foam runners on. My legs were literally freezing to the point where it hurt. I had this mask on. My body was good. My legs freezing. It started hurting. I couldn't do it no more. I had to walk into a restaurant, take a little break. It was terrible. I'm only walking 8 minutes. I had my mask on. Literally started crying. It was so cold. My eyes started getting cold. My eyes started tearing. I got to the facility. I just started crying. It was bad. So I went to the facility to record this video. Now, I wanted to get my NBA 2K League clips. I'm on the NBA 2K League website. I wanted to get my NBA 2K League clips and show you guys, like, what I do and how I do it like that. But when I got there, all my clips were gone. Didn't have any clips. I literally went there for no reason. Went to the facility. That's low-key why I cried when I got there. I went there for no reason. -8 degree weather, and all my clips were gone. So I had to go back home. I couldn't even walk back. It was so cold. It was hurting. I told myself when I got there, I'm just gonna Uber back. So it was a 2-minute Uber, probably like $9-10. I'd rather deal with that than walk back in the cold. It was bad. But so I played a Pro Am series today. I'm guarding ball now. I kind of playing a lockdown / shooting guard on this. So I'm playing retail guarding ball, and just wanted to show you guys some gameplay, give you guys some clips of what I do, and I've got the audio on so you can hear what I'm doing. I got communication, everything. I want y'all to hear everything. I want y'all to see everything. Give you some tips. I'm gonna go over everything in the clips. Give you guys the insight of what I'm doing. What's going through my mind, what's going on. So stay tuned. Let me get these clips for y'all, and let me teach y'all how to become elite. All right, pause this real quick. All right, so these are the clips right here. These are basically, like I said before, I'm gonna teach y'all how to become a better defender. Teach y'all, how to become not just on-ball defender. I'm gonna teach y'all all around the court. Get better in passing lanes. Reading the court and things like that. And I'm just giving you guys a few tips on how to become a better defender. The main tip, and this is gonna be the first few clips that you're gonna see. The main tip is communication. Communication, it can't do you no wrong. There's no reason that you shouldn't be communicating what you're doing on the court 100% of the time. You're over the mic. Nobody can read your mind, so you're sitting there, and you should be talking. It's not now 2K. It's you're playing with either some people play the 1v1 court, some people play 2v2, 3v3, 5v5. Unless you're on a 1v1 court, that's the only reason you shouldn't be communicating. I would still talk out loud just to get better at it, but you should be communicating on what you're doing every court you're playing on, because it just helps your teammates. It just helps them know what you're doing. It helps you, know what your teammates are doing when they're talking. And nobody gets confused. You can't communicate and get confused. So, first tip I'm gonna give y'all, I'm gonna say, be great on communication. So the first clip, You know, middle. Yeah, I'm following man. I'm middle. I'm middle again. But look right here. So on the hash, this is Bash. This is a person playing against. I think his name is like Blue or something. So I'm calling I got middle. Bash this play. He doesn't say a single word. We sit here. The defender goes and wraps around, and me and Bash get confused. So he wraps around. I'm staying on ball. Bash is over here because I guess he thinks we're gonna switch. He doesn't call it. Oh my God, what did I just do? Hold on. Don't worry about that. Hold on. I need the first play. There it is. All right. So now look at this. I'm on him. Bash don't say nothing. He's sitting here. He reached. He said I got stuck. Now that's wrong communication. First off, you don't want to lie to your teammates. Don't say you got stuck. But yeah, all he has to do, he can call switch. He can call stay. I'm sitting there, I'm calling now I got middle. I'm saying I got my defender. So he has to call out. If he can't follow around his defender, you communicate that. You want to let your team know that you can't get there so somebody else can cover for you. Instead, nobody said anything, and look what happened. He wraps around. Now the corner has to come up because he sees the open shot. And this is just an easy pass. You're a guard. You know you can just sit there and dot this corner because the corner's gonna jump. So corner jumps. He dots the corner. He up a 3. Now, next play, we end up communicating. Okay, did I skip 2 forward? All right, should be able to hear him now. So next play, this is more of a communication. We're calling everything out. I'm saying I got middle. I'm here. I'm hash. Yeah, look, say I got middle. Same middle. This team do a snatch back. Steal. Nothing was open that play.
Oh, good pass. Fuck. That's me.
I kind of
dumped it up. Yeah, I know. That's me.
But
same middle.
Look,
I'm here. I'm hash.
Nothing's open.
I'm middle.
So I got middle. Literally nothing's open. They cut. I think it's bare.
Oh,
so
good
Bear
pass.
takes
Fuck.
a cut. They cut.
Dumped it up.
Everything
Yeah, I know.
defended well. Nothing's open. We don't got to worry about nothing. Everybody's communicating. Everybody knows what they're doing, so there's no confusion right here. Let's play.
Big.
The last one. Bash working. This is offensive play. What play was this? Some of these plays I got to see to remember them.
I'm not trying to get 3. Trying to get 3.
I think it's not blitzing up the court. No, it's not. Yeah, okay. So this play right here. Now, the next play I'm going to blitz him. I'm going to show you another play where I'm up there and blitzing. That's what I usually do. But the next thing I would say is study the game and study study the people you play against. You study the game, study the people you play against. Now, this is kind of a pro-am thing. If you do a lot of wagers in 3v3 or 2v2, you can always study and find. The only way you can't study somebody is if you're playing rec, you're playing randoms in the park, playing randoms 3v3. That's the only, or pro-am. That's the only reason you shouldn't be able to study anybody. But that's why I say study the game. Now, a lot of top point guards, they do the same thing. Now, this play right here, I move back because I know this player right here likes to zigzag up the court. So if I stay up there, if I guess wrong, which I do one of these plays, and I'm gonna show you how to recover from that, but he likes to zigzag up the court, and I know that. I played against him a few times, I studied, I know what he does. So he likes to zigzag up the court. I'm not playing up here. I'm moving back here because I know what he's doing. So look at this. He goes left, zigzags right, go back left. I'm already on the left side. Cut it off. That's a steal right there. The bash in the corner gets a 3 right here, but look here in the background. Look, that's good detail. But look, he likes to zigzag up the court, so I'm not up there pressing him. Usually, see what restricted is? I'm up there. I'm up there guessing the opponent's hand. Right here, I'm back here. I'm not pressing, soft press. I'm letting him, get up the court. He think he's comfortable, and he's just gonna zig. He gonna come right back into me. I don't even gotta move. I act like I'm going with him. Get it right here. It's not like it just once you study people and you know the game, know players.
I see. I looked at you, boy.
Now,
Good boy. Good crazy.
So I learned this from saying.
Look for crazy. Good. Yeah, good. You got it.
So right here. Now this is what I usually do. This is how I usually play defense. Now here, a tip I would give here when you're full court pressing, a lot of people. So 2 tips. So first off, me, like I said, I study a lot of people. Some people go right, some people go left. Majority of the players, when they come up the court, they go left. Now, another thing which makes it easier, majority of the players, so you see him right here, this is his shooting guard right here. So shooting guards, they usually spot up on the hash. Now, he's not gonna want to come up the court and stay on the same side his shooting guard is, because then his shooting guard got to wrap around. So he sees his shooting guard's on the right, his shooting guard gonna run up the right side of the court. He wants to go left. He doesn't want to run into a shooting guard because then they'd run into more defense. So you just know that. I see the defenders on the left, on the right, and I'm cutting off his left. Once he catches the ball, going, he dribbles left, and I'm beating him. Pray to go with this.
You made it.
Take, but you know, this is kind of honestly one of the reasons I led the league in steals. It's just knowing that small things like this. So most defenders, like I said, most offensive players, they like to come up the court on the left side, and 100%, maybe even 95. Sometimes I tell them to wrap, but 100%, 95% of the time, they're gonna go the opposite of this hash play right here. So the hash player's on the right, you know he wants to go left. If hash player's on the left, so the hash player's over here, he's gonna want to come up the court right. Now sometimes if you're bumping his right, cut off his right, he's gonna go left and tell his hash defender to wrap around. But even professional players, and it's crazy, I've seen this. So some people only can play on one side. Now, there's a few players in the league, I can't think of like exactly who, but some people they like this right wing or they like this left wing, so they'll come up the court and let me go back to the clip before. Let me see, which clip is it? I want to get the clip where he was zigzagging.
Come on.
Hey, see, I'm looking at you, ball. Good deep, boy.
No, that's right here. Right. So a lot of players would do this right here. So I would cut off his right. I would cut off his left because I want him to go right and go into the more defense. But a lot of people will still force their way up the left side of the court. And that just shows they don't want to go. Or some people, like I said, study the game, study the player. You know what side of the court they want. He wants to go there so bad. He likes to zigzag up the court, so I'm cutting this off. So he doesn't want to go running to him, running the defense. So he's running up the left, and I'm just cutting it off. That's basically it. Like I said, study the game, study the player, got things like that.
Look for crazy.
This is the clip I said before. This is here.
You made it.
Okay, that should have been glitched too. I'm there. I know. He still wants to go up left. This is still part of the same clip.
You're right. Get back. You're right. Get right.
Communication right here. There you go. That's good.
Good. Come on.
Out of bounds. What play is this? Let me see.
I'm playing wing. We got Gen G. All right.
Go.
Throw it.
Now this kind of only works for Pro-Am, and in 3v3 you can kind of run special defenses that can help you. People don't really kind of have a name for it. You see the rotation, you run it, but in Pro-Am, and even if you go to rec and you got a 5, you can do things like this. So this is a rotation we call red. Basically, let me see if I can go back a little bit more. Now this is one of the defense, and I think to have an elite defense, you have to have elite. You gotta involve your team. You don't. Now there are different play styles, and I'll get into that later. But involving your team is really important because it gets the person you're playing against. It just gets them rattled because once somebody can have an elite on-ball defense, but I don't think you're gonna be able to stop somebody all game unless you're just that much better than them. So that's where you got to involve your team sometimes, and even the best of the locks do it. Now some locks, they go out there, they want to sit there and guard a opponent by themselves, and that's cool. And some locks, they'll play different. They'll call the rotations all day. That's cool. But the most elite locks, I would say, are the locks that can do both. They can box the opponent by themselves, but they also call rotation just to get in their head. So I called the rotation right here. And Bear called another one. He thought it was a better idea, and I seen it. I seen what he's seen. I called my rotation off, and we ended up running his, and it worked perfectly. So
playing wing, we got Gen G.
Red, the hash defender comes up, guards ball. Well, we basically double team ball. So I'm on the right side, hash defender's on the left side. Left corner comes up and guards the hash, and then the pick and roll defender, he's gonna go into left corner. Now once the center rolls, so the center's gonna roll down here. Everybody's gonna go back to their man. Hash is going to come back, go left. He's going to go back to the corner, and then he's going to go from the corner and drop down to the paint. We kind of didn't get all the way into it on this one because he threw an early pass and we stole it.
All right.
Go.
Look at this.
Throw it.
Perfect call. Got it through right there. It's green. And that's just,
Come on. I'm right.
Rotations into the game. You don't need to do anything yourself. Yeah, you got a whole team for a reason.
I gotta remember I gotta remember all these clips. Hold on.
Go right, go left,
Oh, okay.
Show.
Now, everybody does it. You know, if you're aggressive, you're gonna blitz, you're gonna mess up. And when you mess up, you just want to make sure your team has your back. So I'm playing the left side. I missed the blitz. Usually, you know, now it's a 5v4. You know, my team's right here. They're about to have 5 up the court. I'm blitzing. I'm still up. So I'm behind them. So you just want communicate. That's why communicating is important. I'm telling him to show for me, just to show. He don't have to full on step. I'm letting him know show and get back. He ends up showing, and this is where seeing the court and kind of knowing people is important. He makes this pass a few times. This one of the games, this player had 13 shots. So I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the court. I'm noticing that he's getting ready to drop to the corner. He's up, and you know, everybody's kind of playing 2 defenders. He's playing him and him. He's playing him and him, which is, you know, kind of hard. And then, you know, he's kind of showing here, but he also wants to kind of show on the pick and roll defender. So I'm telling him to show for me.
Just show, get back.
And this is seeing the court. I see that the hash is open. You just rotate there.
I'm a fucking god.
Hey, that's
B.
But that's right here. This is just an elite play right here. He jumped. I realized that he was kind of stuck on ball because once you jump, somebody else recover for you.
Show, get back.
So he jumped here. I got to recover for somebody else because nobody's on the hash. He's guarding the paint, and he's kind of guarding the corner. So instead of staying on ball, I'm seeing the court.
Right corner.
Nah, I didn't call it now. This is that's just me being pure locked in.
I'm a fucking god. B.
But yeah, so seeing the court is also very important. Let me see what this is here. These still going by lucky a little fast. Is this where I jump him? Let me see. No, I'll play this. Alright. I'll see what play this. So now this is studying the game. Almost every single point guard does this. Now, in stage, so in Pro-Am, this is going to happen 90% of the time. In stage, it might, or I keep saying stage, I play a lot of stage. So 3v3 park, 2v2, it might be a little bit different, but this is kind of a Pro-Am thing right here. So almost every single point guard or guard, when they go to this wing, whether it's this wing or this wing, when they get too deep into the wing, they don't want to stay there. So some people, they'll go to the wing, act like they're coming out, and then dart back to the wing. But most people, they don't want to be here. So I got him on the wing. I see it. He tries to get out. I see it. I cut it off. Don't let him get there.
I threw A. Fuck. I think I
almost messed up the break. Actually, they fouled, I think, right? All right.
I threw A. Fuck. I think I.
Now, I know he doesn't want this shot. He doesn't want the shot. He thinks I'm right here. Now, he's trying to snatch back and go all the way out here. So he snatched back once, and then he does it 3 times. And I'm already here. I'm already knowing what he's doing. I play this game too much, and like I said, I know what people want to do. So I'm already here. I missed it once. I'm a fuck. I ain't missing again. And I get there.
I threw A. Fuck.
And it's gonna be literally next play. It's gonna be another example of me doing the same thing to a different person too. So this is 2 different guards. That was red here. This is blue here.
Come on, I need that.
Get the steal right here. Throw it back to Bear. Lucky Green. Bear can't shoot. Don't let him fool y'all. So literally the very next play, not next play in the game, but next clip. Whole different guard. Right here. There's a whole different guard. I don't know where my point guard went. My point guard blitzed out of the play, but I'm coming up. Now he's on the wing. Like I said again, I'm on his left side, and I know he's coming back. You know, I played it. Like I said, I played the game a lot. You study it a lot. Got it. And it's just as simple as that. Once you
clear, that better be a fucking clear. Good. Hold
on.
Stay up.
I'm gonna play this.
Hey, I'm here.
Play this.
Go.
Okay.
Stay up.
So this play, it just kind of, like I said, you don't always have to be on ball to be an elite defender. Honestly, I don't really guard ball. So I see I lead the league in steals. I'm not a lockdown. I play shooting guard all the time. I play point guard here and there, but most of the time I'm a shooting guard. I'll guard the hash, so I'll guard basically the second best scorer on the team. And So I let my lockdown guard ball, and I usually guard hash. So this is where usually, I am. So I'm usually here. So I'm a lead here. I'm a lead everywhere, but right here, I know that, you know, players, they sit there, and when you're off ball, me personally, I suggest like always being aggressive. Not always. So I would say 80% aggressive, sometimes be passive. And because the thing is, once you're aggressive enough, people know that. So they know you're aggressive, they're gonna watch you, and that's where you want them. So he's sitting there, he knows I'm aggressive on the hash. Look, I'm just showing. Now I was never gonna stay. This is just reaction time. I see he's gonna pass the ball. I'm just showing here. Once he passes, I steal it. That's just reaction time, and that's just, like I said, it's just knowing the game, knowing the court, you know, seeing the court. And I believe it's the same clip. I don't want to. What's the last clip I got? There's like one more clip left. Let me see.
On the screen up top.
Why was the clip so long?
Get the ball.
I'm wing.
He raps. I'm following.
I'm here. I'm wing again. Wing again.
Elite jumps.
Stop playing me, nigga.
But
hey, I'm a god. That's selling.
but no, that's about it for this video. Hold on, let me go back. At least I gotta give someone that clip. But so my thought process here is, so I play a lot of guard, point guard, shooting guard. My thought process here.
I'm wing.
Let's click forward. So I'm guarding the wing. He raps. He doesn't want to shoot here, so he's too far. So I don't have to sit there and run up at this angle. When they're too far half court, you can run under. You can run under everything. You don't need to follow him over, because you follow him over, he gets into a blinder shot. Now he kind of had a shot here. He thinks Bash or him is gonna show.
I'm here.
So I get back here,
again.
And this is just me, you know, point guard knowledge. I play a lot of point guard, and that's why I say you study the game, you study who you're playing. It's good, because if you play a lot of point guard, you know you can only quick stop off of 2-3 steps. So, or maybe it's the first step, it's something like that. So it's the first 1, 2, 3 steps, whatever. I know what I mean. If you play point guard, so I know he has to. The only way he can get a shot off is he quick stop. So you jump that hair, you try to get a little peek in between, and there's nothing you can do.
Oh god, that's selling.
But that's about it for this video. That's just a few tips. You know, I'm going over gameplay, trying to teach you guys a little bit more about defense. I can do a lot more of these. I can go into park and do a whole bunch of park defensive clips. I just did these in Pro-Am just to show that, you know, it's more people on court and just showing Pro-Am defense. But some of these, you know, like I said, you study the game, you know the game a lot. These tips will help you on in the park, Pro-Am, rec. Now some of these, like I said, like the rotation wise or communication. Well, communication works for everything, but rotation's kind of the only Pro-Am thing I brought up. But I promise, you study the game, so you learn all the point guards' moves, not just the point guards you're playing against, but every point guard in the game. So you learn their moves. And if you want to be good, you know, you put the time in. So you learn the point guards' moves. You learn who you're playing against. You know, you learn their tendencies, which way they like to come up the court, which way they like to do this, that. And, you know, you just put the time in. You sit there, you know, you study the game. Communicate. Communication is really important, like I said. You know, watching the floor. There's a whole bunch of important tips, but I can do a lot more of these. There's a whole bunch of things on defense that I can teach you guys, and that you guys can learn. This is not even my main. I usually don't guard ball. I'm usually on the hash, so I can make a whole video about being an elite off-ball defender, you know, elite pick-and-roll defender. Anything you guys want to see, just let me know. Comment down below. I can even make a part 2 of this, but, you know, appreciate everybody that tuned in. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Kai, and I'm out.